Steven's rival deck is out now in stores. Presumably, I actually haven't been able to pick this up. It's sold out everywhere in my neck of the woods. Let me know if it's the same for you, but it is also out on Pokemon TCG Live. And if you were able to get the paper copy of it, that's amazing. And today we're going to talk about a way of upgrading this deck to get more value out of this awesome Pokemon. I'm Jet from inthirdperson.com. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's talk about the Steven rival deck and how to upgrade it. The key Pokemon here is Steven's Metagross EX. It is a gargantuan Stage 2 Metal Pokemon with 340 HP, which is currently tied for the highest HP of any Pokemon ever in the Pokemon TCG. It will get broken soon once the Mega Evolutions come out, but 340 is the current limit, and actually an amazing number in this game because there's a lot of Pokemon that cap out at like 300 to 330, and 340 is going to get you outside of some key breakpoints. Metal Stomp as an attack for 1 metal and 2 colorless is not the best attack. For 3 energy, it's 200, but you can power this up very quickly with the X-Boot ability, where once during your turn, you can accelerate a metal and a psychic energy to your Pokemon in any way that you like. It's your metal or psychic Pokemon. So you can power up Metagross, you could power up something else like a Clefairy EX, for example. And yeah, you can power up yourself, the Metal Stomp, and you do X-Boot once, plus attach from hand, and you are rolling. So you can get this attack set up pretty easily. To mitigate some of the issues with damage output while also being able to heal yourself a little bit, we've got Munkidori, where its Adrenabrain ability allows you to move 3 damage counters from one of your Pokemon to one of your opponent's Pokemon. So you tank a hit with the Metagross and then move with Munkidori. After the first couple of turns, you can just use Metagross to power itself up, at which point you can attach from hand to Munkidori some dark energy so that you can start moving damage around. Also, as a backup attacker here is Lillie's Clefairy EX, where Full Moon Rondo for a psychic and a colorless energy does 20 damage, plus 20 more damage for each bench Pokemon, both yours and your opponent's. Yes, you will do a lot of damage against certain decks that are running Area 0 underdepths that are filling their bench with 8 Pokemon, but really this is a Dragon deck counter. So against Dragapult, for example, you can whip out the Lillie's Clefairy, and then Metagross can use its X-Boot to power this up in one go, and you just take out a Dragapult no problem. Let's start to get to our counts here. We've got a 4-2-2 line of the Beldum. You might even want to cut this down to 3-2-2. I had this, so this in the deck, I think it's 4-3-2. I took out 1 Metang. I thought 3 was a little too much, and I might consider cutting this down to a 3-2-2 line, or even maybe going 3-2-3 with the Metagross. 2 has felt fine, but maybe you want the extra insurance and maybe you pick up a 3rd Metagross EX. We've got 2 Munkidoris. We've got a Fezandipiti EX, which allows us to draw 3 cards if one of our Pokemon was knocked out on a previous turn. If you got the Dragapult League Battle deck, you've already got this Fezandipiti EX. Otherwise, would strongly recommend you pick this up because this is just one of the best support cards in the game that can be splashed into pretty much any deck. We've got a copy of Budew for that Itchy Pollen attack. For 0 energy, you do 10 damage and you item lock your opponent on their following turn. Really helps you slow your opponent down while you get set up. That Clefairy EX here as our Dragon attack counter, and we also keep the Carbink in the deck. I do like it for that Stone Palace ability where your Steven's Pokemon take 30 less damage from attacks, making your effective HP on Metagross 370, really getting you out of one-hit KO territory. We also have 1 copy of Tatsugiri with that Attract Customers ability, where once during your turn, you can look at the top 6 cards of your deck, reveal them, reveal a supporter card you find there, and put it into your hand. So I do like having this at the beginning of the game if you don't get Budew out in order to grab supporters that you need to set up. For trainer cards, we've got 1 copy of Counter Catcher. When we're behind on prizes, we can play this to gust an opposing bench Pokemon into the active. 1 copy of Energy Recycler, letting us shuffle 5 basic energy cards, up to 5, from our discard pile into our deck. There's going to be times where you have a weird imbalance of energy because of prizing stuff. Maybe you need that Munkidori energy back and we don't have that much dark energy in the deck. Whatever the case might be, I do find that the deck flies through energy really fast, especially if you're hard retreating your Metagrosses here and there. Energy Recycler can bail you out of those awkward scenarios. 1 copy of Night Stretcher lets you grab a Pokemon or a basic energy from your discard pile and put it back into your hand, so some really nice recovery there. 1 copy of Rescue Board lets you reduce your retreat cost by 1, and in particular, that's going to be for your, what was that for? It could be used for the Fezandipiti EX. In particular, it's for the Tatsugiri, so that after you grab a supporter card, you can just bail out into your appropriate attacker. And if they don't target the Tatsugiri, you can do this after multiple KOs. 3 copies of Nest Ball to get our basic Pokemon down, 2 copies of Boss's Orders to gust an opposing bench Pokemon into the active, 2 copies of Jamming Tower in order to block our opponent's tools and our tools as well. So keep that in mind. We do have TM Evo here. You don't want to play the TM Evo when Jamming Tower is out, so make sure you sequence accordingly here. TM Evo is an incredibly important card in the deck where for 1 energy, you can evolve 2 of your bench Pokemon to the next step. So a big part of this game plan is getting your Metangs up at the end of your first turn so that it's a lot easier to set up your Metagrosses. 3 copies of Iono for hand disruption. Both players shuffle their hands, put it to the bottom of their deck, and then draw equal to the number of prize cards they have remaining. If you're behind on prizes, you will end up with more cards than your opponent. So keep that in mind when you're looking to play Iono. 4 copies of Arven lets us grab an item and a tool card, then shuffle our deck. Lots of great items and tools, but keep in mind Budew's in the format, so that can hurt our Arven usage. Maybe you want to cut this down to 3. I'm not totally against that. 2 copies of Super Rod in order to get 3 in any combination of Pokemon and basic energy cards from our discard pile into our deck. Again, wanting to have access to the psychic and metal energy to X-boot over the course of multiple turns. You will lose some along the way. Super Rod, I do like having the Super Rod and the Energy Recycler combination, but maybe you want to go a little thinner. I did the list that I started with as a frame of reference had like 3 rods. I'm like, nah, this is too much. So I cut it to 2. We've got Grand Tree as our A-Spec, which is a stadium that allows us to evolve from our stage 1 to our stage 2, then our stage 2 into stage 3, all in one go. Now, your basic Pokemon has to be out for at least a turn, but after that, you can Grand Tree all the way up to your stage 2, and that's awesome for this deck because this gives us a way to get to Metagross without needing Rare Candy or evolving up. So you've got a couple ways of getting to your Metagross, whether it's Grand Tree, whether it's TM Evo. We have 1 copy of Rare Candy as well, which lets you skip your middle evolution to go from basic to stage 2. I think I would want to squeeze 1 more Rare Candy in here. Maybe you take out a TM Evo and you put in a second Rare Candy, just so you, depending on the scenarios, maybe you want it flipped, but ultimately you're trying to get to your Metagross as fast as possible. 2 copies of Buddy Poffin to get our basic Pokemon down. You can bench 2 basic Pokemon up to 70 HP, so it's going to be great to get the Beldums down, but you're not going to be able to get your Beldums and your Budew and Tatsugiri, but you're not going to be able to get stuff like your Munkidori or your Clefairy EX with a Buddy Poffin. So that's why we have the split of Buddy Poffin and Nest Ball. We also have a couple copies of Ultra Ball here. 3, discard 2 cards, grab a Pokemon of our choice. 1 copy of Professor Turo Scenario, really cool card in the deck where you can pick one of your Pokemon in play and put it into your hand. So if you've got a damaged Metagross, just scoop it up and then you basically nullify your opponent's last attack. And ideally, you've got a Metang ready to go. You evolve up, and then you just use X-Boot to reset your energy. 3 copies of Professor's Research, discard our hand, draw 7 cards. And then Earthen Vessel lets us discard a card from our hand and then grab 2 basic energy cards from our deck and put them into our hand. For energy counts, we've got a 5-4 split of metal and psychic energy, and then 2 copies of dark energy for your Munkidori. General game plan, the deck wants to go second, and you'll probably want to get down at least 2 Beldums, potentially a Budew if you can get the item lock, depending on what your turn 1 looks like in your opening hand. You might want to go Budew, you might want to go Tatsugiri, and ultimately you are trying to get into your Metagross to start swinging for 200 damage while also attaching energy to your attackers. Potentially even towards the mid game, you probably want to get Munkidori set up with some dark energy so you can move damage off of your Metagross and take out smaller targets or soften things up for Metagross to take out later. And then against certain decks, or if you need a desperation attacker, Lillie's Clefairy can be set up in just 2 energy and can potentially take out some big targets. All right, let's get to these matches. Oh, Zacian Archaludon. Okay, that could be a problem because the Zacian can one-hit KO a Metagross. At that point, you kind of need the Carbink to pop off. They're going to Transformative start into a Squawk. Interesting. Okay. No, they're going to go into the Mew, give themselves a free pivot. I respect that. Get the 2 energy in the discard pile for a Duraludon later. Yep. They have got the perfect set. They need 1 Archie. Although they might not even be playing for that. This might just be straight up Zacian here. Okay. So if that's the case, let's go and grab 2 Beldums. And with the Arven, let's go and grab maybe an Ultra Ball here preemptively. And then the TM Evo for right now. And we Earthen Vessel. I think we can Earthen Vessel away the Buddy Poffin. And let's go grab a... We have 4, 1, 5, a Psychic, and a Dark. Do we want the... I think we grab... I don't think we're going to get a Dark attachment on this turn. So let's go and just grab the Metal and the Psychic. And we have 1 more Metal than Psychic. And let's go... Attach... And we can go... Oh, we should attract customers here, of course. We can grab an Arven, sure. And then TM Evo. And we get the 2 Beldum set up to Metang. Now they get their Duraludon down. Okay. Postwick. I expect the Tatsugiri to go down here. Uh-oh. Okay. Jamming Tower will be nice. That is going to slow down. Okay, if they're stuck with 1 card, well, I guess the Secret Box is going to get them whatever supporter they're going to want to play next turn. So Ionoing all of this out could be good. Yeah. They've got themselves set up for like the next couple turns here. So let's get rid of all that. Yeah, and they'll drop 3. Could potentially get a Munkidori play later. Oh, interesting. They got rid of... There's the Dubwool, and they're going to gust up the Metagross, aren't they? So they've only got 1 card, but we know that 1 card is a Research, which is super annoying because that means... Okay, they've got 3 cards. Okay. Annoying, but we will deal. Okay, we'll bring Metang up. And I think we want a Fezandipiti here to draw. Draw 3. Draw 3, get a Carbink down. Also get down a second... Get a second Beldum down. And the Clefairy's probably not going to do anything in this matchup. So I think we can get rid of Clefairy here. And we'll get rid of an Arven as well. Let's go and grab our Metagross. And we're going to X-Boot here. And do we want to Super Rod for anything? Yeah, we might as well get all those Pokemon back. So let's go and Jamming Tower, and we're going to Iono here, give ourselves 6 fresh cards. They get 4 cards and 4 or 5? It's fine. It's fine. Oh, we have Counter Catcher too. Counter Catcher could be good in the sense that we take out the Squawkabilly or the Mew. Let's go and Counter Catcher up the Mew. That might be overly aggressive, but we're going to take it. We'll take these 2 down the middle, and let's see what we can do from here. And we have Boss as well, so we can take out the Squawk if they don't take a KO here. Right now, they're only doing... Oh, okay. If they don't get the Archaludon set up, they are doing... How much are they doing? Not enough. They're doing like 120? 120 and 30? Oh, here comes the Archaludon. They're going to take us out. They are going to take us out. Oh, no, they're not. Unless they attach from hand. No. Oh, they have it. Oh, we're still not dead. We are still not dead. Okay. So that changes things. We can get... Hey, we got rid of the Earthen Vessel, though, right? So we can't get a Munkidori set up right now. That feels bad. But... do we set up the... Do I go and try and set up a Munkidori anyway? Okay, we get rid of Arven, TM Evo. And yeah, let's go get down a Munkidori just in case. We do have X-Boot here, so we do have the opportunity to get some energy in play here for the future and make this Metagross a little easier for the following turn. And yeah, let's go. Actually, if they're going to take us... Okay, there was going to be 330 anyway. Okay, let's go and gust up the... We'll gust up the Squawk. And we're going to Jamming Tower here too. Now, where we're going to run into trouble, if they have Boss right now, they gust up this Metang, and they do the Insta Strike, and we're dead. Okay, they bring in the Archie. Okay, I'm fine with that. Now, where we're... Oh, yeah, Carbink kind of saving our bacon here. Okay. 190? Yeah. Because, yeah, we just have to two-shot the Archaludon and we're done. Well, two-shot anything here, really. Okay. If we can get... Okay, let's go flip the script. And we... Yeah, we can Metagross here. And do we go double monkey here? Okay. If we go X-Boot and we get ourselves set up. We'll go get a Metal Energy here. Just the one. Right? They can't one-shot us with the... Yeah, they cap out at 330, and we have the Carbink down too. So if we go and play double Monkey... I know Jamming Tower, that's not going to work. Let's go and put this down, and let's go Night Stretcher for... Yeah, we're going all in on this strat right now. And let's go Iono them down to 2. And just say, bet you are not going... These next 2 cards are not going to help you. Now, our problem, we've gone all in. Like, I guess they could Yeah, if they gust... Yeah, we could be screwed, actually. We could be screwed. If they go in... with the like, actually no, they can't go in with the Zacian. They can't knock us out because then we just Munkidori the damage back and it's over. So let's see where they go from here. Okay. Yeah, that's a play. That's certainly a play. Annoying play. But yeah, definitely a play they can make. And that leaves no crumbs. We can't do Munkidori stuff. And I don't think we have... Yeah, we've burned our counter catcher, so we're kind of stuck in this predicament. Let's go and let's research here. Grand Tree, that's not going to do anything. I guess just in case, let's go and Super Rod some stuff back in. We'll get the Metang, the Metagross, and some energy. And we can put the Beldum down. At this point, it doesn't matter. Just in case. We'll hold on to all this. We'll swing for... is it worth X-booting? No, it's not, right? No, I think we just Metal Stomp for 200. I guess if we are going to potentially set up... Okay, yeah. We'll thin the deck, get this Beldum potentially set up. And we swing for 200. Might as well attach, right? Nah, we'll hold on to the attach just in case. Swing for 200. And hopefully they do not have boss. Or, yeah, boss is what we don't want to see. They had one boss, one Dubwool. I'm guessing because they are stalling, they don't have it. And we can Iono them down to one card on the following turn if they try and hard retreat and bring this one in or something. Yeah. Let's see. If they swing with the Insta Strike, they might just use it as a wall. Yeah, I think they're just going to use this as a wall. Okay. So we Grand Tree up, we get the second Metagross up, and we send them down to one card. What are the odds that the next two cards are going to be boss's orders? And they'll probably preemptively set up a Wooloo here to potentially get another option to Gust, is my guess. Unfortunately, they're not leaving... Oh, if we play Grand Tree... Oh, this doesn't work if you... During your turn... When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve... Yeah, from your hand. So Grand Tree not going to work. Actually, you know what? Grand Tree is not going to work while... Yeah. At this point, I don't think we need the second. They're already down to one card. What is the odds What are the odds that this one card is the card? Because technically, if we play Iono now, we give them one more opportunity. I don't want it. I don't want to give them that. We technically are giving them one more look at this. Okay. Do they got it like that? Do they have it? I don't know. They do not. We escape with the win. GG's. And yeah, we're not going to fart around any longer than we need to. Let's just go and take out this Zacian. And we skate out. So there we go. That was a long, grindy matchup there, and I think one of the big plays there is the Zacian not taking out the Metagross. The combination of, yeah, the Brave Slash with all of the modifiers caps out at 330. Metagross has 340 HP, plus the Carbink bumps it up to effectively 370 HP, so we were going to survive that hit. And I thought they played really well in the sense that they did not let us do any sort of Munkidori stuff, but we were able to ultimately outlast them in the end. And they were not able to get that gust. And yeah, even though that was really ugly at the end there with them using all their Pokemon to tank, they just could not find the pieces to close us out. So we take the win. GG's. But let's see what we are up against. Dragapult. Okay. Dragapult feels like a not so great matchup. If we can get a Turo in, that would be really nice. Okay. Let's see what we can do. Our opponent taking their sweet time here. Boom, 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 boom. But yeah, Buddy Poffin for another Beldum and a Budew. Artisan for a Munkidori. Maybe we Ultra Ball for... No, I don't think we have enough cards to Ultra Ball here. Like, getting a Carbink would be cool. But I don't know if we want to actually do that. Okay, they're going to Earthen Vessel. Get rid of that Iono. And power some stuff up. Probably. Oh, I would not. Okay. They must be very confident in their hand to put energy on the Dreepy in the active. And hey, maybe so. And look, that does threaten our Budew because they just attach a fire energy and they take us out. So that does make me maybe reconsider a little bit. I still think Budew is the play. Let's go. Ooh. Actually, you know what? If we get TM Evo here, that might be better. Yeah, then we can get rolling. Okay. Let's go Artisan. And let's go Munkidori here. And I'll go TM Evo. And we'll attach the Psychic Energy. And let's hold on to our hand for now, because we do have an out to... We do have an out to Metagross already. So let's go and grab both of our Metangs here. And hopefully they don't got it like that. Hopefully they don't. I don't want to see a Phantom Dive right this second. They do have the Fire Energy, though. But thankfully, they will not take out a Beldum if they drop the Fire Energy. Hopefully, it's just the Bite. Even if they get into Dracloak and they swing for 70, that would be... Okay, we get Iono'd, so that could be good, that could be bad. Let's see where this is gonna land. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Oh god, no we're not. No, we are not. Okay. If this is where this is going to go, where does Clefairy take us here? Yeah, this is horrifying. Yeah, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60. I don't think we have enough Pokemon in play to take this out. Okay, let's figure this out. But we do have the Clefairy specifically for moments like this. Okay. So 20, 40, 60. Yeah, the Clefairy's coming down regardless. I think the Munkidori's got to come down. Or Artisan something. Maybe it's the Beldum just to fill the bench. Oh wait, if we can get Fez, that would be nice. Let's go Arven for... I should have actually played. Maybe Night Stretcher here just to fill the bench. No, I need Ultra Ball. And let's go grab a Rescue Board here. And we'll attach. Let's go get rid of, I guess, Arven and the Basic Energy. Let's go get Metagross up. $20, $40, $60, $80, $100, $20, $40, $60. How much energy is in there? It's only 2. We should be fine. So if we X-boot, grab a Metal and a Psychic, keeping in mind that we only have 2 Psychic, we should take out Dragapult right now. Yes, we do. Okay. Do they got it like that? Let's see. Do they have an answer for Lillie's Clefairy right now? If they do not... Okay. I'm gonna Iono. I almost would prefer to bring the Lillie's Clefairy back. Okay, Dracloak. Unfortunately, yeah, this Munkidori is going down. And that feels bad. And we got just enough Pokemon in. How do we get out of this? And we maybe should have played... I don't think we have to play the Recycler right then. But yeah, we don't want the Lillie's Clefairy out here. And some Dark Energy would be very nice right now. Do some Munkidori things. Oh, what are they going to bring up? They'll just bring up a Duskull for an easy KO. And yeah, getting 2 energy... I mean, they could find a Crispin. That is a thing they can do. We definitely want to get Metagross attacking on the following turn. I don't want to burn Turo on a Clefairy, because we can just retreat by 1. And we still have the energy in hand. They do get Dragapult back up. Do you think they have Sparkling Crystal in here? Maybe a Jamming Tower? Jamming Tower at least prevents them from benching more stuff. Although it does prevent us from being able to use Munkidori as a pivot. So that is something that maybe I could have accounted for a little better. Alright, let's go and Let's go and retreat. And we'll get rid of the metal energy. Let's bring in our Metagross and we'll X-boot here. So we've got no more psychic energy, which is a problem. And I may want to Iono here. We're going to play the Jamming Tower at the very least. And yeah, maybe we play Iono just to freshen up our hand. I know we got rid of Professor Turo and sent that to the bottom of the deck in the process. But okay. Yeah, let's go Metal Stomp here. We Iono, holding out a little longer. If they bench like a Fezandipiti or something, that would be amazing. I think we probably still want to boss KO this Dracloak. Oh, okay. I have to imagine Dragapult's coming back out. Because, yeah, we can hard retreat into... Oh, what? Why would they make that the pivot? What's the strat there? How do we... What is the play? Okay, they get another Dracloak. They'll probably set up the one on the bench. And I think we still want to boss KO the Dracloak with the energy, because I don't think they have Sparkling. If they had Sparkling Crystal, it's not going to work right now anyway. Interesting. They set up for a Munkidori. All right. I think I do want to move damage regardless. And we will attach to the Munkidori. And we're going to gust up the Dracloak with the energy on it. And how do we... Yeah, maybe we soften up the Dracloak. And just make that potentially a little easier to take out. It's not going to matter. They're going to Munkidori it back anyway. And we'll hold on to our hand. The Night Stretcher could get us the Metagross. It could get us a whole bunch of pieces here. And X-Boot, do we want to throw energy out? I don't think we have to. I don't think we have to X-Boot. I think we just go in. Swing. If they bring in a Dragapult, and as long as they don't gust up the Clefairy, we just kind of blast the Dragapult at the end, and this is done. There's Steven's Carbink, which would have been nice to boost its HP effectively up to 370. I don't think that matters as much. It might force... Yeah, Dusknoir plus Dragapult would not work to take this out. Actually, it still wouldn't. 340 is just out of range. Do we have the other dark energy? Yeah, there's still so much energy in the... deck. That feels bad. They will Munkidori. No, yeah, okay. We'll send it back. That's fine. And they'll boss up probably the Metang. Nope, they'll boss up the Munkidori with the Jamming Tower out, so I got to get rid of that energy. Okay. Actually, we could get a Psychic Energy and hit them with a Confusion. That would be funny. We're not going to do that, though. And they burned their boss early, right? Because now I would have tried, if I were them, I would have waited till I had Dragapult. They might not have enough time. Dusclops, and they'll probably take out the Munkidori at this point. Actually, probably don't want to. Yeah, if they blow up and they have a single prize or we take them out, they're just done. So that's probably not ideal for them. Oh, they're doing it. Okay. Okay. Sure. I'm not sure that's worth it, but go off. I mean, they might hit us with a crazy counter catcher, Dragapult, but like right now we're one-hit KOing everything. No, they just lost. GG's. All right, so yeah, the Clefairy there ended up being the MVP. They had the turn 1 tempo, but Metagross being able to get a Clefairy set up out of nowhere just absolutely blasted them, and then we were just able to take out single prizers with the Metagross and just steadily chip them down. And by the end there, like, it was just too late. They were too slow to get a second attacker up. I don't think they were anticipating, or they were definitely not prepared for that Dragapult going down that quickly, because they didn't really get another attacker set up. So after losing that first one, that was kind of it. GG's. There we go. That is a look at Steven's Metagross EX. If you picked up the rival battle deck, you can upgrade your deck to look something like this. Yes, it's going to take a whole bunch of cards in order to get there, but I do think that if you're looking to play the Metagross at a more competitive level, keeping in mind that at the time of this recording, Metagross is not exactly a meta deck, but you can make this operate a lot better with some key upgrades like the Munkidoris and the Lillie's Clefairy against those dragon decks and so on. I think as an archetype, I was really hoping for Metagross to be a little stronger than it currently is, but it does have so much potential. That energy acceleration is absolutely wild, and if it can get a more stable attacker or maybe some more stable healing, I think that Metagross could be a serious threat in the future. But for now, I gotta get going. Thank you so much for watching. You can find me on all the things: YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram at InThirdPerson. You can find me on Twitch at InThirdPerson, where I stream the Pokemon trading card game every Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And check out the website InThirdPerson.com for more articles and videos on video games, board games, and other nerdy pursuits. So until the next one, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.